Obviously, all eyes on Kevin Warsh and what's going on there. Let me check, as I always do, on X, see if people can hear me over there. Okay. Obviously, all eyes. Looks like they can, so that's good. Drop a little GM for good morning in the chat. Hey, Coach Master, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, man. All eyes on Warsh. I'm looking right here at the, of course, my BitUnex. That's where I do. It's a non-KYC perps exchange. It's where I do all my grid bots, my copy trading, and I like to trade my SpaceX and oil over there as well. So link in the bio if you're on X. I'll have to put one in, start putting one in my YouTube as well. But yeah, this is looking crazy. Look at this pump here. 213. Of course, market just opened, but geez, up has to be up pretty good. Yeah, look at that. The market just opened and SpaceX going crazy. Once again, I'm not looking at the market. This is a perps exchange that we can do crypto and stuff on, but I'm sure it's pretty close. I could check it over there too. I just had this screen up, kind of watching it. Yeah, I mean, this kind of price puts Elon's share just in SpaceX at close to $1 trillion or over $1 trillion. Oh, hey, Mr. Heine, GM. Great show today. Looks like you rugged at the end or something, or maybe I fell asleep. I don't know, but I thought it was a great show today. Every morning at 6:30 a.m. Heine community over there on X. Great show. You ought to check it out. Heine Coin at Heine Coin. So just looking at this opening here, when it spiked all the way, and once again, I'm looking at a perps exchange. This is actual. This is what we traded for over there. I'm sure there's arbitrage and stuff to where it's probably marked the market. But anyway, up. Let's look at the regular market. So that's just SpaceX over on BitUnex. So here we are. Just for fun, I'll pull it up over here. I'm sure it's trading about the same. I don't know. This could be delayed. My quotes here could be delayed. The other was real time. That's where I trade it. I don't have. My wife has a Robinhood account, but I don't do much in TradFi market. I don't even have a U.S. bank account. Yeah, so here it's showing 210 over on BitUnex, 209. So BitUnex could be just a difference in the two places, or it could also be that maybe one's delayed. But either way, looking great, up 4.6% today. However you look at NASDAQ, opened up. Market's only been open for about 4 minutes. Market's at NASDAQ up 0.26, the Dow 0.09. I'll be honest with you, that's what I call flat. S&P 0.05. So yeah, NASDAQ up about a third. Everything else relatively flat, 0.09 and 0.05 for the S&P. Just waiting for what's going to happen on the Fed meeting. So, but SPX is doing pretty good. Here we have it at 208 over here. About the same over there. So yeah, trading like Jim Cramer said, trading like a meme stock. Let's take a look at crypto this morning. Once again, I think we're just been bleeding down a little bit. Bitcoin, 64,960. Yeah, down 1.4% for the day. Up a little off the lows of this morning, pre-market. It's kind of slowly bleeding down, waiting to see what happens with the Fed. Warsh's meeting today, but Ethereum 1,758 down 2.2, XRP $1.20.2 down 2.2, Solana 72.27 down 2.2% as well. So it's kind of waiting to see. If we look at the crypto bubbles here, Uniswap 8.7, Aerodrome, VVV Venice token looking pretty good. I got in on the IPO. I don't know if I still have it or I sold it all. I need to check it out, but it's an AI stock, AI token, something to look into. But yeah, Aster, 11%. SPX, of course, just a meme coin. But Aster, they voted today to use 99% of their, if I have an article on it, I'll show you, but 99% of their fees to start going to burn tokens, which Aster is a competitor to Hyperliquid. And that's what Hyperliquid does. That's why Hype, it's down a little today, but it hit its all-time high, right? Hyperliquid, look, they're 15 billion. This is legitimately their biggest possible competitor. 2 billion. So 2 billion versus 16 billion. So 8x. Of course, Hyperliquid already has their chain, Aster on the BNB chain, but I believe they're coming out with their own chain. Maybe already have, but basically it's a competitor supported by CZ back in the day. I remember it launched when I was in South Africa visiting my friends there, I think in September or late September, early October. Got into it, wrote it up to like $2.30. Right now, by the way, it's about 74 cents. Might be worth taking a look at. I'll probably start dabbling a little bit in it. They're basically following a similar model where they're going to be burning tokens and buying back tokens with all their fees. So anyway, we'll check back in the markets here. Yeah, right now I don't expect much. It's kind of slow bleeding until we see what Warsh has to say. Check out some of the news. Welcome, everyone. Glad to see everyone following live on YouTube and over there on X. UAE is going to cut their dependency on the Strait of Hormuz to zero. They've got this new pipeline going out the other side of the country. I think it's at 1.8 million barrels a day, and it's going to go by the first of next year. Sometime next year, it'll be 3.6, ultimately replacing all 5 million barrels. So they're not going to fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. No, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, right? They're not messing around. I know Saudi Arabia has a similar thing where they can take it out the other side of the country, and I'm sure they're planning the exact same thing. Yes, Steph, GM, our TA guy from the Heine community, also helps me out most days on the GM Bitcoin Morning Show, which you can come here on X at the top of the hour. Coming from Belgium, talking a lot of World Cup and stuff. Heinecoin says SpaceX isn't even a week old as a publicly traded company. Already flipped Amazon and Microsoft from a market cap perspective. Look out, Google and NVIDIA. Yeah, it's interesting. I've got an article here, Michael Burry, I'll show you. He wishes he could short it. But anyway, Saudi Arabia making plans not to get caught here again. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index still at 22, about where it was. Still max fear, but working its way up. Like I say, we're just kind of sideways. Hope everyone had a good Taco Tuesday. I went and had barbecue place by me has some really good tacos. I think they're chicken, probably pork and brisket. But man, I went and did that. Good deal too. So I did me a little that, and I did my double. I've been working out in the morning for at least an hour and a half, and then hiking for an hour and a half, 2 hours every night. So been doubling down, but definitely had some tacos. No sides or anything, just the tacos. So yeah, Trump saying, of course, him at the G7, he said, if I don't like it, we'll go back to shooting at them, dropping bombs on their head. President Trump warns that any change to the peace agreement or failure to comply could bring immediate military response. If they don't behave, we'll go right back to dropping bombs right smack in the middle of their head, Trump said. So anyway, he said he contrasts with the Obama area, arguing the people tried to bribe their way out of it. He said they laughed at Obama, said he was a stupid son of a bee. But anyway, trying to draw the contrast between his deal and because obviously they'll be unfreezing some funds, which is what Obama did. Obama actually flew it over there, but anyway, he's trying to show that it's a different deal. So the big news today, 2 p.m. No one expects anything to happen. 98% people on Polymarket say nothing's going to change. Probably nothing really happens. I think that's what's expected. We're back to business as usual. A cut, almost impossible with the inflation risk at 4.2%. Hike, the real tall risk, dollar spikes, risk assets bleed. So it's really all about what he says. A lot of people believe he might try and redefine how they read inflation stuff. Like a lot of us use true inflation. It's a lot lower than what they use, the PPI and CPI and all that stuff. So that'll be interesting. It's really, we don't know. So, I mean, really at 2:30 today, when he starts speaking, watch the market. We don't know right now. We seem to be kind of bleeding down, but I heard Steph say on his earlier show on the on their space on X. I heard Steph say, throw your TA out the window because we seem to be bleeding down, but anything could change with that. It's really a wait and see kind of situation. But I think overall he's going to be positive. I guess, man, this was cool. I haven't watched any games. I don't even have a TV, to be honest with you. So unless they're playing at the gym when I'm there, or my buddy has a sandwich shop who plays all the games. But anyway, it was cool that Messi got his hat trick, oldest ever to get the 3 goals. Also, he's now tied with a German guy for the most goals ever. So I would think he would break that record. So, man, 38 years old and still doing good. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. With up against Senegal, another country I've been to, which is, yeah, geez, I'll tell you what, you don't want to go strolling around Senegal late at night, and just tell you that. But anyway, another small West African country. I told you I've been to Cape Verde a lot. Basically, a couple of times plane stopped in Senegal to gas up. Not cool. Not cool place. They come tear your plane apart, and you're like, man. Anyway, yeah. So don't like. And then when you take off, it's over all these slums. You're like, man, someone could be standing there with shooting at you with an AK-47. But anyway, I'd rather stop in Cape Verde, at least a little island out there in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, not a big fan of Senegal. But anyway, cool that still super cool Messi doing that. Good games today. I think Portugal plays today. England plays today. So that's cool. I'm kind of betting on Portugal as kind of my come from behind. People are thinking, I heard Digi today thinking America. They won one game or tied one game. I think they won one game, but I guess they played pretty good, but less than a 1% chance they do. And it's a long It could be a long haul. But anyway, it's fun. People really getting excited. Really, what the fans are bringing to the excitement they bring. And Dave Portnoy was talking about that, man. The Scottish people, how they're just bringing a little bit of that culture to us in the U.S. I think people are digging it. Oil down below $78 a barrel. Let's go look and see if that's changed at all. If I can even see it here. I don't even know which one this gives me. But I can also, still 205. So down a little bit off the peak there. Look, we peaked at like 212. Now we're down to 205. Oil, 75, 90. Wow. Wasn't oil 72 when this whole thing started? Massive drop. Yeah. 75, 91. So oil's coming out, of course, flowing out Iran. So also over here on BitUnex, because I don't really have an account, because I don't even have any accounts, but I've never had like a way to trade oil. So even here, you can trade over here on BitUnex, you can trade spot or lever on either of these. The site's so slow, but anyway, you can trade crude oil over here too. That's what I've been doing a little bit. dabbling. So BitUnex's a good place. You can trade crypto. You can do your good bots up here. But yeah, somewhere down here, gold. Oh yeah, you can trade gold and silver here. So you can trade commodities, which is pretty cool. And they're right there. Oil. You can trade your crude, 76.34, and you can even trade at lever. You know, I don't really suggest people do, but you can also short it if you want. So yeah, you can trade oil here, gold, silver, short, long. Can trade with leverage. I don't suggest that if you don't know what you're doing. If you're like Steph or a guy Shirokat, then good. You can copy trade over here, and of course, I do my grid bots over here, which is kind of a cool way. I don't do them with any leverage. When they're in right now, they're below my price, so they've kind of all turned into Solana. But when they're working, I usually make about 1% a week. When they come back in range, I'll do some content. I've been saying that forever about. Anyway, yeah. So you got oil, gold, silver. So it's a cool way to short it and whatever you think. Like I planned on shorting oil, and I wish I had. Obviously, I'm probably not going to do it now, but still looking good. It would have been a good opportunity. You could have shorted it from, 200s down to all the way down to mid 70s. Probably going to keep going down. So anyway, cool. One place way, no KYC to do that. Go. Welcome everyone that's listening live. Appreciate you. This is the most crazy thing. First off, I can't stand this guy. Can't freaking stand this guy. I hate that. I really fast becoming one of my least five favorite politicians. Anyway, check this out. Illinois Governor Pritzker signed a 0.2% tax on crypto transactions into law, including transfers between personal wallets. What the fuck? With the Crypto Council of Innovation calling it the most punitive digital asset tax in the country. So think about that. So I move, which I do all the time, you move Bitcoin from one wallet to another. They want to tax you 0.2%. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. This is making Germany and EU look good. I mean, imagine this. That's like saying, oh, I've got gold or money. I'm going to take my gold or my cash. I'm going to take it down to my safety deposit box in the bank, put it there. They want to tax you. That's what this is. I mean, I don't think this is even legal, right? But imagine that. You can't move it. You move your cash from one pocket to another. You move your $100 bill from your wallet to your front pocket, and they want to charge you. I mean, that's what it's this equivalent to. I mean, this is the stupidest thing. Like I said, I doubt it'll even hold legal, but imagine that, right? We're going to add a tax when you're moving your own assets around. I own a construction company and I move a track hoe from one job to another. They want to tax me 0.2% on the value of that track. I mean, the stupidity of you can't move it from one pocket to the next. Think about that. Think about you move your dollar from $100 from one pocket to the next. They want to take 20 cents of that. I mean, unfreaking believable. The stupidest thing I've ever heard. Dude, look at this guy, man. Holy shit. You guys are freaking, isn't he like the Hyatt Air? Dude, hire a cook, hire a personal trainer, and just hire a chef to make your tofu taste good or whatever, dude. Crazy to me. I was thinking the best place you can spend your money if you're wealthy and out of shape, get you a freaking chef that just makes all your food, makes it good how you like it. Make a little bit of change there, dude. Here's guy's head looks like he's gonna pop off, and he's freaking wanting to tax crypto, man. Yeah, I'm gonna look more into it. This is the first I've heard about it. The dumbest thing I've maybe heard in 15 years. Maybe the dumbest thing I've heard. Oh my God. Unrealized. Talk about unrealized capital gains. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Yeah. Crazy, man. So Congress made it official. They did they actually passed a law now saying there can't be a digital currency until 2030. I mean, that's only 3.5 years away. I don't know why they don't make it longer, but anyway, it is official now. No CBDC to worry about. Binance MiCA license has to, at the end of this month, everyone has to have a MiCA license in Europe or they won't be able to operate over there. That's why they're going to kick Tether out of there. I can't read your thing. Face green, smiling, face green, smiling. Steph Crypto. Oh, Steph's here from, man, Steph's doubling down. He's on X and he's on YouTube. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about Governor Pritzker? Fat bastard trying to tax you when you move it from one wallet to another. Stupidest thing I've ever heard. Aster, I showed you Aster being up. This is it. They're going to now use 99% of platform fees for buyback, matched by an equal burn from reserves targeting $3 billion. So same thing Hyperliquid's done. Obviously, like we said, Aster up 11.2% on the news. I saw that early this morning. It was only up like 4%. Probably should have bought some, but yeah, he's a total joke. I mean, that is the dumbest thing, literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You move from one wallet to a next, and we're going to tax you. Unfreaking believable, dude. I can't even believe that's legal. I can't even believe that's legal. These are how stupid these politicians are. BlackRock's Rick Rader says Bitcoin is ultimately going considerably higher. Absolutely, right? We can talk about what it's going to do in the next hour, the next week, the next month, but ultimately it's going higher, and that's really all you need to know. Really all you need to know. Wintermute says Bitcoin dropped from 83 to 60, was a bear market fake out, warning Bitcoin could still dip to 50K. I think we're looking at that, right? We know we've got the 200-week moving average around, I think, 62, but we've got what the realized, which is the average of all price, down around 53. Yeah, a lot of people think we'll still see a shakeout, 53 to maybe even into the high 40s. I don't know. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but it's definitely, don't be surprised if it, mentally be prepared. Starlink got approved in Iran, clearing the way. They got their operating license in Iran. That'd be great for the people of Iran who were without internet, didn't even know what was going on for months. This is funny. Yesterday at the close, Elon Musk's stake in SpaceX was valued at $962 billion, almost $1 trillion just in SpaceX. And where it is right now, it might be over that. For a while there, he was worth, his net worth was worth more than all of Bitcoin. Okay. What was this? I hate it when it moves on me. Okay, I guess that was nothing here. Well, let's check back and just see where we are just for fun. Let's look at our SpaceX over on BitUnex. Oh, no, we're still on oil. 76.45, going up a little, but man, I wouldn't long or short it here, to be honest with you. But it's cool to be able to trade some diversity if you want to. I'm getting more and more comfortable with my BitUnex. Link in the bio if you're on X. I haven't put it anywhere else, but I did put a link in my bio. I saw a few people signed up. We're probably able to trade that SpaceX. I tried something stupid, tried to do a 10X long, and it went out before it went massively up, of course. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, coming down a little bit now. Looks like, if I'm reading it right, looks like about 202. So a little bit of meme coin action, as Jim Cramer said. Yeah, 202.09. Check on our Ankita token. We had a nice little spike yesterday to 150. I think 151.77. Right now we're at 119. We're still up almost 27%. Ankita, of course, a content creator. with a content creator token. We called it. He came onto our show at $3,000. So we're up about, I don't know how many times does 3 go into 119, but about 40x from then. So kind of fun having it. Good diamond hand holders. Had someone come in yesterday, one of a friend of someone in the well chat, bought up 2% of the supply, caused that spike. But still, obviously, that's someone who thinks it can go much higher. So spent about $2,300 to get 2% of the supply. So love to see more people. And I noticed a couple of older wallets because it was a month old when we found it. So there was some of the bigger wallets cashed out yesterday too. So that's good. Some of the older wallets taking some profits, giving way for more diamonds in. So that was cool. Let's look at where we're at here. And yeah, look, we're waiting here. We're waiting, just chilling. I'm going to hit the gym right after this. Get just buying time till Warsh speaks. So sorry, this website's a little slow coming on here. Wow, come on, Yahoo, you piece of crap. Well, I'm not going to waste our time there waiting for a lame-ass website. See if Bitcoin's doing anything different. Probably not. 65,320. Yeah, it's up a little. If we look at it on the hourly, actually, it's come up a little since the market opened. Like I say, right pre-market, we were down about 64. Now we're 65 and some change. So, yeah, we'll take it. Like I say, don't expect anything too crazy. Look, appreciate everyone. A lot of people I see on X joining me. Appreciate it. Come if you want to continue the conversation. We'll be firing up our GM Bitcoin morning space over there. Steph will probably come up, talk some TA, some of the other co-hosts, and feel free to come up and introduce yourself as well if you want to join the conversation. But yeah, we'll see where we go. I'm hoping for good things. I'd love to see him rally the troops, and I'd like to see Bitcoin back up over 70, but we'll see what happens. Not anticipating anything, just be interesting to see what he says. We'll be watching it, see what happens, see which direction we go. Because I think theoretically we could go, we got this war theoretically ending, right? We really have this, Warsh, the Fed, and then we have the Clarity Act. Other than that, man, we're in the summertime. So we have this. This is one of the big catalysts that could take us higher, or maybe we go lower. This is a defining moment in our day in the life of Bitcoin and everything else right here. So I would say let's see what happens. We'll be back tomorrow to break it down. Other than that, have a great Wednesday. We'll see everyone tomorrow morning. Appreciate everyone joining me live. Like I said, feel free to join me over on the GM Bitcoin Morning Show. That runs for about an hour. We'll be talking all things crypto.